I want to talk to our clients that are out there in luxury properties. You've heard me talk about the market and kind of the things that we're seeing, and our luxury market still continues to outpace a lot of luxury markets across the country. So if you're someone in a luxury property, and I see this all the time, homes that aren't selling on the high end because they either aren't properly marketed, or they had bad photography or videography, or they started the price too high. All of those things and more. Sometimes you just need a second opinion. We would love to be your second opinion. I personally reach out to all of our clients who are looking at selling or valuing real estate above $1 million. So if you want my eyes on it personally, and you've got a high-end property, go to DuncanDuo.com and you will hear from me personally. I reach out to all of those. I do have agents on my team that assist, but kind of to evaluate and see what could be done differently. We are still getting a massive amount of people from different parts of the country moving here, whether it's for political reasons, climate reasons, whether it's state income tax. Our luxury market is still doing well, outpacing the norm. And a lot of the stuff I talked about with the condo market in Pinellas and a little bit in Sarasota, Manatee, again, it's not as impactful on the, when you get into the luxury market. It's really more on older, moderately priced condos is what we're seeing an impact on. So hopefully that's helpful. If you want a second opinion, would love the opportunity to talk to you. A lot of times luxury properties go through 2 or 3 agents before they finally sell. They get the right approach, they get the right price, they get the right marketing. We also get a lot of clients this time of year that call us and say, hey, our house has been on the market. What should we do? Been on the market 5 or 6 months. It hasn't moved. So we get that call a lot. And a lot of times the news isn't what the client wants to hear. A lot of times the news is it needs to come off the market so you can reset the days so it can come back on as new. In an environment today where social media kind of takes over everything and where people want likes and they want other people to like their stuff, and social gratification matters more than it ever has. People want to buy homes that other people want. When a property's been on the market for a really long time, the buyer's looking at that home, thinks something's wrong with it, and other people don't want it. It makes them want it less, or it makes them lowball. So in a lot of instances, we'll tell clients, hey, your property needs to come off. Property needs to come off for a little bit. Let's take it off for a couple months. Let's reset the days on market. Let's go on fresh. But for people that want to sell, they don't want to listen to that. So sometimes they don't listen and they go right back on the market with another agent. They just keep chasing the market. They keep lowering the price, hoping to find the buyer. When in reality, what they really needed to do was just a reset. They needed a reevaluation. They needed somebody to come through and maybe tweak some of the photos and videos, tweak how the home is staged. And of course, again, eliminate that scarlet letter of real estate, which is that 5 or 6 months of being on the market and consumers thinking something is wrong with it. So we have executed that perfectly for many clients that have come to us and been willing to listen to the right advice instead of the advice they wanted to hear. It's kind of like, when somebody's out of shape and they're like, how do I look? And you have to kind of, tell them the truth sometimes so they get in the gym. It's the same thing. Sometimes we got to tell sellers, your house, it ain't working. You got to take a step back. You got to do something different. Out of real estate shape, that's one of the things. You need a different approach. You need to come off the market. You need to do some stuff for the next 60 days. Go back on as a fresh new listing. Buyers can look past problems in the property, the days on market, and the things that make them think something's wrong with it. So our advice oftentimes is just that. Consumers sometimes don't like to hear it. They're like, I want to go right back on the market. Well, do you want to do what you want to do? Or do you want to do what we know through $3 billion of home sales work? Funny when sometimes people will come to me and, they won't want to listen to the advice because they've sold 3 homes in their career and I've sold about 10,000. If you want to come to us and listen to the advice, we'll give you the right advice, but you've got to be willing to listen and be coachable, especially if your home hasn't sold. We want to get your home sold. We don't just want to list it. We have people all the time say, I just want to list it. I don't want to list it. I have an interest in selling it. Listing it doesn't do anything for me. There's plenty of agents that go out there and throw signs in yards, put stuff at fantasy land prices and do a terrible job marketing it, then it never sells. That's not the job that I have. The job that I have is to sell your house. Of course, we're going to list it and we want to list it, but we want to list it with the intention to sell it. Getting the listing is not when we celebrate. We want to get you to the closing table. We want to obviously help you with your goal and at the same time help us earn a living for our agents, our staff, and our team by providing you excellent service to get you to the finish line and get your home sold. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Anytime you want additional real estate insight, news, or information, hit us up at The Duncan Duo on all the social channels or DuncanDuo.com, and have an awesome rest of your weekend, Tampa Bay.